it's Sarah from Allcraft TV, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to crochet this After the Flames cowl. This cowl is a fantastic project as it is quick and easy and uses the V-stitch worked as a rectangle. I decided to make this After the Flames cowl as I had one ball left of Motivera yarn in Embers from the After the Flames shawl that I previously did. And so I wanted to continue on from that. I truly hope you enjoyed crocheting this After the Flames cowl, and if you did, please hit the like button, and if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date with our tutorials. And with that, let's get crocheting. For this cowl, I will be using one 100-gram ball of Motivera in Embers, and that is 70% acrylic and 30% wool. This yarn is also self-striping and it blends the colours in nicely. And there are 180 meters or 196 yards in one ball. I am also using a 4.5mm hook, a tapestry needle, and scissors to complete this cowl. To begin, we need to make a slip knot. You can do this any way that you know how to. Now we need to chain 82 to make the cowl 74 centimeters or 29 inches in length and 15 centimeters or 6 inches wide. Or chain a multiple of 2 plus 2 to make your cowl longer or shorter in length. I am just doing a sample to show you the pattern, so your chain will look longer than mine. Don't forget to count your starting chain to have the correct number of chains. To work this pattern, we need to skip the first 3 chains from the hook, and into the 4th chain do 1 V-stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops to do 1 double crochet. Now chain 1 and do 1 double crochet back into the same chain to form 1 V-stitch. For the next V-stitch, skip 1 chain and do 1 V-stitch into the 2nd chain along. So do 1 double crochet into that chain, chain 1, and do 1 more double crochet into the same chain to form your 2nd V-stitch along the row. Now skip the next chain and into the 2nd chain along do 1 V-stitch. So double crochet 1 into the chain. Now chain 1 and double crochet 1 back into the same chain to make your 3rd V-stitch. For the next V-stitch, skip 1 chain and do 1 V-stitch into the 2nd chain along. So that's 1 double crochet, now chain 1, and that's the 2nd double crochet to make the 4th V-stitch. Just continue this pattern all the way along the chain, putting 1 V-stitch in every 2nd chain, and I will meet you up near the end of row 1. I am near the end of row 1 and this is my last V-stitch. You should have 2 chains left and you need to just do a double crochet into the very last chain. You will now have at the beginning of the row a chain of 3, then V-stitches in the middle of the work and 1 double crochet at the end of the row. For the rest of the cowl, you just need to repeat row 2 for a total of 11 rows. So to begin row 2 and every row onwards, chain 3 and turn. Do 1 V-stitch in the first chain 1 space from the previous row's V-stitch. So that's 1 double crochet. Now chain 1 and do 1 double crochet back into the same chain 1 space to make 1 V-stitch. Into the next chain 1 space along, do 1 V-stitch, so double crochet 1 into the chain 1 space, chain 1 and double crochet 1 back into the same chain 1 space. For the next V-stitch, double crochet 1 into the next chain 1 space, Now chain 1 and double crochet 1 back into the same chain 1 space. For the next V-stitch, it needs to go in this chain 1 space, so double crochet 1 into the chain 1 space. Now chain 1 and double crochet 1 back into the chain 1 space to form a V-stitch. Just keep repeating this pattern, doing one V-stitch in every chain 1 space along the row, and I will meet you up near the end of row 2. I am near the end of row 2. This is my second last V-stitch. In this chain 1 space here, do one V-stitch, which will be your last V-stitch for row 2. Now double crochet 1 into this chain 3 space to finish row 2 and every row onwards. You will notice that the V-stitches are all stacked on each other and make a lovely V shape. I will show you this pattern one last time before you need to repeat row 2 for a total of 11 rows. So for row 3, chain 3 and turn. Do one V-stitch in this first chain 1 space from the previous row's V-stitches. Now do one V-stitch in the next chain 1 space along. So that's one double crochet, chain 1, and that's the second double crochet to form a V-stitch. Into the next chain 1 space, do one V-stitch. All you need to do is continue this along the row, and I will meet you up at the end of row 3. I am near the end of row 3. That was my second last V-stitch. And that was my last V-stitch for row 3. Now to finish the row, just double crochet 1 into the chain 3. And that is how you finish every row. You may also notice the lovely colour changes in this yarn and how they are subtle and not sharp changes, which creates a lovely appealing colour effect in the cowl. I will leave you to repeat row 2 another 8 times by yourself, and I will meet you up near the end of row 11. So this is row 11 for me, and I am just working my last few V-stitches in each chain 1 space. To finish row 11, just double crochet 1 into the chain of 3. Now chain 1 and pull up the loop. This is my cowl before joining it together. It measures 74 centimeters or 29 inches in length. And 15 centimeters or 6 inches wide. To join the two sides together, fold one end on top of the other and line them up. With the yarn still attached to the ball, grab about 30 centimeters of yarn to be able to sew the two sides together using the whip stitch. And now cut the yarn away from the ball. Pull the yarn through to secure the work. Grab the tapestry needle and insert your yarn through the tapestry needle and start whip stitching along the edges, starting at the top and going down to the bottom. Make sure that you are going through both stitches on either side and working your way along to join the work together. Just continue whip stitching all the way along and I will meet you up near the end. To finish joining this cowl, whip stitch all the way to the end. And now secure the work by tying off the yarn. Don't forget to weave in any of your loose strands into the cowl. Fold the cowl inside out so that the stitching is harder to see, and now you are ready to wear it out. This is my finished cowl, and as you can see, it goes from the darker colours like the red and the black to the greys to reflect ambers. Don't worry about the join with different colour sections, as it will go at the back of your neck and won't really be seen. I hope you enjoyed crocheting this After the Flames cowl, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. I truly hope that this cowl keeps you nice and warm every winter. Also, don't forget to check out my other tutorials and the After the Flames shawl using the same yarn, which will be linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. I will see you next time.